I just got banned from the fourth dimension for being too symmetrical. My keyboard just confessed its love for a blender. I sneezed and accidentally reset Belgium's power grid. I found a parking ticket on my eyelid this morning. The gravity in my house has unionized. I asked my toaster for advice. Now I'm legally married to oatmeal. Why is every spike radiating financial advice? I accidentally teleported my foot into a philosophy lecture. That platform insulted my ancestors. The cube isn't dashing, it's emotionally evacuating. I found emotional support in a pile of marbles. Someone just emailed me an apology in binary burrito format. I blinked and Saucepan teleported into my taxes. My mouse has filed a complaint with the Department of Screens. The floor tastes like commitment issues. Every platform has a story, and none of them end well. I ran out of logic and replaced it with bird facts. Please hold while my sanity reboots. Geometry Dash is just therapy with spikes. I tried to concentrate and accidentally summoned a judge. I put my hopes into a blender and now everything smells like destiny. My cube legally changed its name to Greg, defender of midair regret. The spikes just blinked and I feel emotionally compromised. Saucepan whispered something about taxes and now my level is haunted. I lost control of the dash button when my refrigerator joined the resistance. This platform was designed by a potato with a law degree. My heartbeat aligns with the screams of forgotten microwaves. Every jump is sponsored by existential spaghetti. The pause screen just offered me life advice in Morse code. I'm not lagging. Time is just disappointed in me. The cube keeps asking if it's a metaphor, and I'm running out of answers. I blinked, and now gravity owes me an apology. The background music threatened to overthrow my sense of self. I tried to concentrate and accidentally summoned a spoon parliament. My keyboard just sighed in binary. Every fail summons a digital owl with judgmental eyebrows. I'm legally allowed to scream in 6 dimensions during this level. Saucepan formed a triangle cult and I wasn't invited. The spike texture radiates emotional turbulence and mild citrus. My brain just outsourced logic to a penguin named Linda. I touched the orb and now I'm morally indebted to geometry. The ground beneath me is whispering breakup songs. This jump was approved by a committee of sleep-deprived chairs. I mistook success for static noise and now we're engaged. My cursor drifted toward enlightenment but got distracted by sandwiches. I fell into a logic trap set by my own intentions. The cube shadow voted to leave a timeline. The level designer was clearly negotiating with intergalactic toast. I just lost a staring contest with the loading screen. My mouse is demanding a raise and emotional validation. This level feels like therapy from a confused bird. Every orb I hit files a complaint with the Ministry of Regret. I downloaded confusion and installed it over confidence. My jump timing is dictated by lunar cheese patterns. Saucepan muttered, "Not like this," and flew directly into the HUD. The spikes are having an existential debate about triangles. I feel like my cube has imposter syndrome and it's contagious. The background is gaslighting me into thinking I'm talented. My reaction time is outsourced to a sock full of bees. I hit the checkpoint and immediately forgot who I was. This attempt is brought to you by emotional turbulence and pixel guilt. I asked my icon how it felt, and it said firmly perplexed. Every fail echoes in the void and gets rated by nothing. I blinked, and now my monitor has an existential side quest. The TDS voice just confessed to loving geometry but hating math. I tried to apologize and accidentally entered creative mode. My cube has developed a personality disorder called bounce denial. The menu screen screamed when I hovered over options. My thoughts are buffering every time I land a jump. The level ends when the concept of time gives up on us. I just negotiated peace between 2 confused pixels. Every platform I touch files a complaint with my subconscious. The cube emitted a philosophical hum and now I feel judged. My thoughts are orbiting a banana with spiritual opinions. I bounced so hard I rewrote my family tree. Saucepan applied for presidency inside this menu screen. This orb owes me emotional reparations. I blinked and my cube started reciting bird law. Time to send me a bill for unused seconds. My keyboard is plotting something and the mouse won't snitch. I hit a spike and got emotionally ghosted. Every color in this level is flavor-coded for disappointment. The jump button sent me a postcard from purgatory. My cube has developed a caffeine dependency mid-level. The volume slider filed for artistic independence. I regret nothing except most of his gameplay. Each attempt adds a new layer to my existential lasagna. Saucepan looked at me and whispered, "Not your best work." I opened the level editor and it screamed. This song slaps like a confused fridge door in a wind tunnel. My TDS voice is currently hosting a podcast on cube ethics. I missed a coin and now I'm banned from 3 dimensions. The spikes have unionized and demand emotional transparency. I fell upwards and accidentally invented regret. This level smells like digital ennui and pixel soup. My cube's thoughts are being live streamed by accident. The background is quietly judging my haircut. Saucepan tweeted a prophecy and nobody understood it. Every fail in this level is legally considered a musical. I blinked and saw my cube filing taxes midair. My keyboard keeps suggesting I retire from geometry. The commentary AI just divorced a narrative mid-jump. This orb tastes like nostalgia and mild. I try to high-five a spike, and now I'm married to confusion. Every jump files a tax return under emotional bankruptcy. Saucepan released a mixtape and gravity stopped working. My cube misinterpreted reality and joined a soap opera. I pressed the dash key and summoned 3 existential crises. The soundtrack is conspiring against my sense of rhythm. I blinked mid-jump and became part of a philosophical debate. My icon now identifies as a misunderstood parallelogram. This platform just offered me a coupon for regret. I missed a coin and got recruited by entropy. Saucepan is in the corner calculating my failures. Every time I jump, a frog questions my decisions. The orb whispered why, and my screen started crying. My mouse is emotionally unavailable mid-combo. This level was designed by an overworked telepath. I tried to pause and entered a dimension of mild inconvenience. The game thinks I'm a metaphor and it's not wrong. I bounced into my taxes and got graded on style. The pause screen filed a lawsuit for emotional damage. My cube's personality split at 48 frames per second. I accidentally jumped into my past regrets. Saucepan is currently ghostwriting my autobiography. The geometry is starting to ask personal questions. I tried to restart, but the timeline refused. I tried to high-five a spike, and now I'm married to confusion. Every jump files a tax return under emotional bankruptcy. Saucepan released a mixtape and gravity stopped working. My cube misinterpreted reality and joined a soap opera. I pressed the dash key and summoned 3 existential crises. The soundtrack is conspiring against my sense of rhythm. I blinked mid-jump and became part of a philosophical debate. My icon now identifies as a misunderstood parallelogram. This platform just offered me a coupon for regret. I missed a coin and got recruited by entropy. Saucepan is in the corner calculating my failures. Every time I jump, a frog questions my decisions. The orb whispered why, and my screen started crying. My mouse is emotionally unavailable mid-combo. This level was designed by an overworked telepath. I tried to pause and entered a dimension of mild inconvenience. The game thinks I'm a metaphor and it's not wrong. I bounced into my taxes and got graded on style. The pause screen filed a lawsuit for emotional damage. My cube's personality split at 48 frames per second. I accidentally jumped into my past regrets. Saucepan is currently ghostwriting my autobiography. The geometry is starting to ask personal questions. I tried to restart, but the timeline refused. Every spike is a journal entry for my subconscious. I missed a platform and time filed for a restraining order. My game speed is now regulated by bird philosophy. The level keeps asking me what my childhood dreams were. I jumped and landed inside a thesis about spoons. Saucepan blinked and my cube began narrating its breakup. I turned on hitboxes and got audited by triangle lawyers. My thoughts are synced to elevator music in reverse. This soundtrack was composed by a toaster under stress. Each checkpoint renews my emotional subscription. I double jumped and became legally divorced from gravity. Saucepan just emailed me a recipe for memory loss. My cube refuses to interact until we resolve our issues. I landed so hard the pixels started clapping ironically. Every fail unlocks a new flavor of disappointment. I blinked and my cube joined an improv group. The level logic is based entirely on spaghetti rituals. I paused and entered a contractual agreement with chaos. Saucepan went offline and my frame rate spiraled emotionally. Every platform holds a grudge from 2018. I touched a button and now I own Nuster 5 theories. This jump is sponsored by misunderstood rectangles. I hit the orb and unlocked existential commentary. My gameplay is being evaluated by a confused algorithm. I missed a beat, and now rhythm therapy is mandatory. Saucepan is composing symphonies for my gameplay errors. The cube just blinked and asked for my password. My controller ghosted me mid-jump. I opened the menu and got enrolled in philosophical ballet. Every mistake sends a postcard to my future self. My thoughts filed for creative bankruptcy during this combo. This level is secretly training me for a worm uprising. Saucepan appeared in a dream and stole my keyboard. I hit play and got emotionally drafted into spiral combat. My icon's personality is split between caffeine and despair. I jumped on beat and summoned 3 sarcastic pixels. The pause screen offers hugs but charges a fee. Each spike is encrypted with emotional history. My cube has a playlist called Scream Logic and it's playing now. I just unlocked a bonus round of confusion and stares. Saucepan is watching from the shadows with mild judgment. This soundtrack feels like lowercase panic. I missed the orb and got redirected to bird counseling. My cube won't stop humming Gregorian chants. Every fail is now a subscription to Regret Prime. I opened the editor and got emotionally reviewed by colors. This level is the visual equivalent of unsent emails. Saucepan launched a podcast mid-jump. I blinked and landed inside a motivational haiku. The coin laughed when I missed. My gameplay is now legally considered interpretive dance. I tapped the spacebar and entered a moral dilemma. Each fail unlocks new lore about my keyboard's childhood. The cube tweeted, "Why am I like this?" and exploded. This jump was sponsored by Existential Mayonnaise. Saucepan just live-streamed my panic to the birds. I reached the goal and found a philosophical receipt. This soundtrack is emotionally tuned to Static Rain. My monitor blinked first. I lost. I missed and got sent to pixel jury duty. Each platform negotiates with gravity on its own terms. Saucepan wrote a novel using only screenshots of my mistakes. I double-tapped reality and broke the TOS. My cube's therapist is a confused spike named Greg. The background music is passive-aggressively disappointed in me. Saucepan said nice try and deleted the orb. Every jump echoes in the soul of an indecisive algorithm.